The year was 1985. Britain shivered not just from the autumn chill, but also from a creeping fear. A series of house fires, seemingly accidental, had one chilling detail in common. The fires left much of each home in ashes. Yet amidst the devastation, a single item often remained untouched. A print of a painting known as the Crying Boy. News of these fires, each one a tragedy for the families involved, quickly spread. Whispers began. Was this mere coincidence, or was something more sinister at play? The finger of suspicion pointed towards the haunting image of the tear-stained boy. Was this simply an unfortunate child immortalized in paint, or was it a conduit to something darker, something unknown? The story, fueled by fear and speculation, quickly took on a life of its own. The image of the crying boy, once innocuous, became synonymous with misfortune and inexplicable tragedy. The legend of the cursed painting was born. The British tabloid press, ever hungry for a captivating story, seized upon the mystery of the crying boy. The Sun, in particular, ran with the story, publishing a series of articles that detailed the chilling coincidences. Headlines screamed from the pages, proclaiming the painting a curse and linking it to a string of devastating fires. One article featured the harrowing account of a family who barely escaped with their lives as their home was engulfed in flames. The only item to survive the inferno, you guessed it, a print of the crying boy. Another told of firefighters, hardened veterans of countless blazes, claiming to have seen the painting, seemingly watched them with mournful eyes as they battled the flames. These stories, light on verifiable facts but heavy on dramatic retellings, captured the public imagination. Fear, it seemed, was contagious, spreading faster than the fires themselves. The legend of the crying boy, fueled by the insatiable appetite of the tabloids, became a national obsession. At the heart of the story was the painting itself. The crying boy depicts a young boy, his face a picture of distress. Tears stream down his cheeks, his eyes wide with an emotion that seems to pierce through the canvas. The boy's expression, a mixture of sadness and fear, was undeniably unsettling. Was it simply the skill of the artist capturing a fleeting moment of human emotion, or was there something more to the image, something that evoked a sense of unease in those who beheld it? Adding to the mystique were the numerous variations of the painting. While the original was said to be the work of an Italian artist, Bruno Amadio, countless prints and reproductions had been sold throughout the UK. It was these mass-produced prints, not the original artwork, that were most often linked to the fires. This only deepened the mystery. If the curse was real, how could it be tied to countless copies of the original? Fueling the flames of fear were the stories of those who had owned the painting. Some recounted a feeling of unease when looking at the boy's eyes, a sense that they were being watched. Others reported strange occurrences in their homes after acquiring the print. Objects moving on their own, sudden drops in temperature, and an overwhelming feeling of dread. Whether these were genuine experiences or the product of minds influenced by the growing hysteria was a question that remained unanswered. As the legend of the crying boy reached fever pitch, skeptics and scientists alike began to investigate the claims. Could a mass-produced print of a painting really be cursed? Or was there a more rational explanation for the fires and the survival of the seemingly indestructible prints? Experts pointed to a number of factors that could explain the phenomena. Firstly, the sheer number of prints in circulation increased the likelihood that some would survive house fires simply by chance. Secondly, the fires themselves, often attributed to carelessness or faulty appliances, were not in and of themselves unusual. It was the presence of the surviving print that led people to believe there was more to the story. Scientific analysis of the prints themselves offered further clues. Some experts suggested that the varnish used on the prints, often flammable materials, could have acted as a fire retardant, protecting the image while the surrounding frame and wall succumbed to the flames. Others pointed to the string used to hang the prints, often synthetic and therefore slow to burn, as a possible explanation for why the pictures remained hanging while everything around them burned. While these explanations lacked the sensationalism of the curse narrative, they offered a grounded and rational counterpoint to the supernatural claims. The fires, it seemed, were tragic accidents, not the result of a vengeful spirit trapped within a mass-produced artwork. The legend of the crying boy, while ultimately debunked, provides a fascinating case study in the power of suggestion and the role of the media in shaping public perception. The story spread like wildfire, fueled by sensationalized reporting and a collective desire to believe in the extraordinary. The human mind, hardwired to seek patterns and explanations, is particularly susceptible to suggestion, especially when faced with the unknown or frightening. This is particularly true in times of uncertainty or anxiety, when people are more likely to look for scapegoats or explanations outside of themselves. The role of the media in propagating the legend cannot be overstated. Tabloids, in their pursuit of readership, often prioritize sensationalism over factual accuracy. The more outlandish and fear-inducing the story, the more likely it is to capture the public imagination. In the case of the crying boy, the media, intentionally or not, created a feedback loop. The more they reported on the curse, the more aware the public became, and the more likely they were to attribute any coincidences to the alleged supernatural phenomenon. Section 6, Beyond the Canvas, the psychology of superstition. The enduring fascination with the crying boy, even in the face of rational explanations, speaks to a deeper human tendency towards superstition and magical thinking. From ancient rituals to modern-day anxieties, humans have always sought to impose order on chaos, to find meaning in the seemingly random events of life. Superstitions, often passed down through generations, offer a sense of control in an unpredictable world. They provide a framework for understanding the unknown, for explaining the unexplainable. While often dismissed as irrational or illogical, superstitions can offer a sense of comfort, a way of coping with anxiety and uncertainty. The crying boy, with its haunting image and the narrative woven around it, tapped into this primal fear of the unknown. The story offered a cautionary tale, a reminder that even the seemingly innocuous can harbor hidden dangers. Section 7. Echoes in Art. Cursed objects and haunted masterpieces. The legend of the crying boy is not an isolated incident in the annals of art history. Throughout the centuries, numerous artworks and objects have been imbued with supernatural significance, rumored to possess powers both wondrous and terrifying. The Hope diamond, with its dazzling beauty and tragic history, is perhaps the most famous example of a cursed object. Legend has it that the diamond, stolen from the eye of a Hindu idol, carries with it a curse that brings misfortune upon its owner. Similarly, the tomb of Tutankhamun, the boy king of Egypt, was said to be protected by a curse that would befall anyone who dared disturb the pharaoh's eternal slumber. The untimely deaths of several members of the excavation team only served to solidify the belief in the mummy's curse. These stories, whether rooted in fact or fantasy, speak to the enduring power of objects to capture our imaginations and inspire both awe and fear. Art, in its various forms, can evoke powerful emotions and tap into our deepest fears and desires. Section 8. The Legacy of the Crying Boy, Urban Legends in the Digital Age. The legend of the crying boy, while originating in a pre-internet age, continues to resonate in the digital age. The story has found new life online, shared and reinterpreted on websites, forums and social media platforms. Urban legends, like folklore, passed down through generations, thrive in the digital ecosystem. The internet, with its ability to connect people across geographical boundaries and amplify information, provides a fertile breeding ground for such stories. The Crying Boy, with its simple yet effective narrative, easily lends itself to online storytelling. Images of the painting, often accompanied by sensationalized captions or personal anecdotes, circulate widely, ensuring that the legend remains alive and well in the digital consciousness. The persistence of such stories, even in the face of readily available information and debunking, speaks to the enduring power of narrative and the human fascination with the unexplained. Section 9. Conclusion. The enduring appeal of the unexplained. The legend of the crying boy, a haunting tale of a cursed painting, continues to fascinate and frighten decades after it first gripped the public imagination. While rational explanations abound, the story endures, a testament to the enduring power of belief, the allure of the unknown, and the human need to find meaning in the face of the inexplicable. Whether we choose to believe in the supernatural or seek solace in scientific reasoning, stories like that of the crying boy offer a glimpse into the workings of the human psyche. They remind us of the power of suggestion, the importance of critical thinking, and the enduring appeal of a good story, especially one that sends shivers down our spine.